Hey there guys, it's been a while, but Raymond here, also known as Rayvision, and I'm back at it again with another Forza Horizon 3 top 10 list. So before we get started, just a little bit of house cleaning. First off, if you have any recommendations for the future top 10 list, which is going to be the top 10 funnest cars to drive in Forza Horizon 3. Now, for whichever reason you enjoy driving it, whether it be a wheelie build, whether it be an off-road build, whether it just be speed, it's the fun car that you love to drive or mess around with your friends, leave those in the comments down below. As well, leave recommendations for a future top 10 list. And with all that having been said, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 DLC cars in Forza Horizon 3, voted by you, the viewers. Now at number 10, we have the 1990 Mazda Savannah RX7. And this, I'm happy that it made it on the list. It almost got beat out by number 11, which for those of you wondering was the Zonda R. This thing, I'm so happy is on the list. Simply put, it is the Mazda RX7 FC from Initial D. If you guys don't know what Initial D is, it's an anime, very popular. The car is driven by the older of the two Takanashi brothers. That having been said, if you don't know what the show is, that's fine. You can still appreciate how much of a wonderful car it is. And that is why it is at number 10 on this list. Now, at number 9, we have the better version of one of my favorite cars in the game, period, and I can see why a lot of people love this car. First off, it's a great car, and second off, it is the better version of the Lamborghini Aventador LP700. It is the LP750, the Aventador SV, and this car is so much fun to drive. When you want to put your foot down, it accelerates. When you want to turn, it turns. When you want it to sound amazing, it sounds amazing all the time, so you don't need to want it to sound amazing. There's nothing not to like about this car, which is why I think the people voted for this car, and I do approve indeed. Coming in 8th position on this list, we have a Ferrari, which is my favorite, second only to the LaFerrari, and that is the F12 TDF. In my opinion, it is one of the coolest looking Ferraris. You guys can disagree with me, that's fair. I won't argue against it, but personally, I love this car. I just love everything about it, and there's no reason for it not to be on this list, because it was DLC, and it's freaking amazing, so it kind of needs to be here, you know, because it's awesome. So Ferrari F12 TDF is at number 8. Coming in 7th position, we have the first car from the most dominant car pack on this list. And this might be because it's the most recent pack to have been released, but I think it has more to do with the cars that have been released. And that is the Chevrolet Bel Air from the Hoonigan car pack. This came in at number 7, and there's no reason for it not to be on this list. Simply put, it is the only car in Forza Horizon 3 where you can start from zero and pop a wheelie. Every other car, you have to do that bounce, brake, clutch dance. Versus this car, all you have to do is press on the gas. If you guys are looking to try this car out for wheelie builds, I highly recommend checking out a DJ Customs build, which is under the gamertag DJ Line. At number 6, we have a car coming in from one of the expansions that has been on Forza for the longest amount of time, recurring every single year, or at least the last 4 years, correct me if I'm wrong, and that is the Porsche expansion, and more specifically, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This car is so much fun. It is fast, it is grippy, there is nothing that you cannot do with this car. It is it's just so much fun. Literally, first off, we don't have Porsches, then Porsches come in every year, except for Forza Motorsport 7, which will have them, but the GT3 RS just holds a special place in my heart, and I hope it does for you too, because it's that amazing of a car. Welcome to the top 5, where things start getting a bit interesting. And to start things off, we have at number 5 a car from an expansion of Forza Horizon 3, and that is the Blizzard Mountain expansion, Ken Block Ford Fiesta RS RX. This car, okay, I'm sorry. There's no way this car was not making it on this list. If it didn't, I would have jumped out the window next to me because I would have been in shock. There's no reason, it's just not good. It's such a fun car to drive, both on tarmac, both on the snow, and on dirt. You can do so many things with that Ford Fiesta, and there's no wonder why Gymkhana is such a success. With a car like that, I'm pretty sure anyone could be as good as Ken Block. That's not true, Ken Block is the only one, but yes. In 4th place, we have, well, a little bit of a legend, and that is the Aston Martin Vulcan. This came out in one of the first expansions in Forza Horizon 3, and boy, am I happy it did. First off, it may not be the fastest car, it may not be the best car, but it sounds good, it's got incredible cornering, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to drive. Are you kidding me? This thing is a blast. Straight up, just a blast. So if you haven't tried it out, I recommend you do. It is totally worth your time. And it is totally worth the 4th position on this list. Welcome to the top 3, and to start things off, we have something that, if it didn't make this list, I would have given up on the world, and that is the Ford Crown Victoria. Why is this car so special? Because they gave us police lights, goddammit, and it was absolutely amazing. The amount of fun that I've seen people had, and that I've had using the Crown Victoria in Forza Horizon 3 is ridiculous. The only complaint I have against this car is that it wasn't higher on this list. At number 2, we have one of the best cars in the game, just in general, and that is the 2016 Dodge ViperACR. And there's nothing not to like about this car. Its cornering potential is incredible. It is one of the fastest cars around the life, at least I think it is. I may be completely wrong about that. But it is a speed demon. It's flat, it corners, it can drift, it has power. Tell me, what is this car missing? Nothing, except a higher ranking on this list. But it can't have that, because number 2 is all we can offer for this one. Welcome to number 1. Now before you go rage mode in the comments, stick around, there might be a surprise after this one. And at number 1, we have the Koenigsegg Agera. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this car myself. I can understand the appeal and why some people like it. I just don't like the fact that it has one gear. It's really weird how it drives, but does not mean that because it is different that it is not good. It is a good car nonetheless. It looks good. I just don't enjoy driving it, but clearly you guys do enjoy driving it because you voted for it in 1st position. Well, I feel like we're missing something. Well, maybe you should stick around. Surprise! We added number 0, and the reason why I added a number 0 is because I made a mistake during editing this video, and I'll set everything by 1, but also, and let's use this as a better excuse, this car had a landslide of the votes. Most of the votes were 6% or so. This car came in with a solid 9% of the votes, and that is the Hoonigan Hoonicorn Mustang, and I can safely say that this car is here mainly because it is freaking awesome. Like, it is just so much fun to drive this car. There's no reason for it not to be this high on the list. In fact, there was no doubt in my mind it was coming first. Actually, not true. I thought the Crown Vic might take 1st place, but this is definitely a good position to be in. So, in 0 position, we have the Ken Block Mustang. Well, guys, that's going to be it for today's top 10 list. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch. That is where I usually post a poll so you guys can vote on what cars you want. Also, don't forget to leave your recommendations for the next top 10 list in the comments below. If you want a reminder of what it is going to be the top 10 funnest cars to drive in Forza Horizon 3. So whatever car you like to drive, well, let me know. Also, if you disagreed with this list, let me know what cars you would have chosen instead. It's always good to know, have some different opinions and some different inputs. All that having been said, my name's been Raymond. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye!